Alright, so this is future me telling past me how, well, basically, how past me, sort of messed up. So, we're in the truck, it's running. See, we're getting oil pressure right here. It's got, oil pressure's good. When you want to start off on this, I would start by taking the intake off with the flathead, then star, then proceeding to go under, and then taking the skid pan off with the 15 mil, and then start taking out all the oil and stuff, and then do the line. Because when I did the line, it was kind of hard without the skid pan off. So I would suggest that you take the skid pan off, which is like 4 bolts, or I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be 6, but it's missing 2. And then it's easier to take the line out that way instead of the way I do it, which is cut it out. And then putting it in is pretty easy when you have the pan off. Other than that, all you really need is flathead, star, a small flathead for the clips, a 15 mil, a 13 mil, and some pliers to put the new clips in, and that's really it. Hey guys, just out here trying to fix the Blazer today. As you can see, she's a little bit messed up, but she ran fine when I got her. And then eventually started developing an oil leak. As you may see, oil looks fine. Used. But, yeah, she's got her fair share of problems, so we figured out, tracked it down to the oil cooling line that goes from the oil filter reservoir, and it's leaking right at where the oil cooler lines end in the radiator. But I popped the freaking hood on this thing, and you would think it would pop, but nope, she's got some issues. We'll put that there for a second. If you want to know where your lines are, here, I got my light. You go to your air filter, and you'll look right next to it, and there it is down there. That leaky thing right there. It seems that the bottom one is rusted a bit too much, and she's starting to leak. And it looks like it popped out a bit, or something's going wrong. So I'm gonna take this air box off, and then I got brand new. Well, these plug things right here, they thread in, and then this sleeve slips in, and then you see that clip right there that clips in and it holds the line from popping out. But I can't exactly see anything because it's so crusty down there. But I got new pieces, that the ones that thread in and have the clip, and the whole new line that I'm gonna replace. So just give me a minute. I'm gonna take off this intake. It's pretty simple. There's a couple bolts. Take off this clamp. There's the 4 bolts there. Take off the clamp, and then I think they're just friction fit. Pretty sure. We'll figure it out in about a second. Well, that one's a bit stripped. I have to figure that out. Give me a sec. Well, I got it out. I had to grab a bigger star head screwdriver, like the biggest one I could get. I couldn't find my hammer, so I used this, and just shove it in there. Right? Just shove it in there. Well, in there. And then when you're trying to twist, I was hammering it on the top of this with this, and it gives it like a vibration and it loosens it while you're twisting, and it just barely got it out. Like, look at that. Stripped. Who the hell does that to a freaking air cleaner? Like, doesn't need to be that tight. I don't know if they use air tools or not, but that's ridiculous. Anyways, last thing, just this clamp, and then we're done. This thing, well, still gotta get the bottom part off, but yeah, that was a pain. Only took me a minute though.
Say it's true, 'cause I love you.
Alright, so there's the insides. See, there's no bolts or anything. There's just this pin and these, I think, are push pins. I think you just gotta pull them. Oh, there we go. Let me shed some light on this a little better. So, we're not going that deep, right? Well, that was the air filter. Okay. We're going in there. Figure this out. I'm gonna start it for like 20 seconds and see what happens. It'll leak instantly. managed to get the top clip out. Just gotta get it right on these edges right here. Just lift it. I just use a flathead screwdriver. Shouldn't be that hard. Let's make a mess. Alright, hopefully this works. Probably not. Oh, well, that was weird. Just popped out. Nice and easy. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna figure out what size this is, and then I'll get back to you. Alright, we're back. I found a 1-inch wrench, and there we go. Threads look good. She's just a bit rusty. Alright, we're gonna go from that to the next line. We're gonna take that one off. Then I'm gonna go to the bottom because I have a whole new line, and I'm gonna take that bolt off that goes to the oil filter adapter, and then feed in the new one. See how that goes. Well, I figured it out. This line way down here. I don't know if you can see it. You can't see it. I'll put a light there. I'll put you guys closer. This line right here is supposed to be here, and even with the clip in, it's not in there. So I'm guessing that's an issue. I took it to a shop, and they told me that I had to replace my whole unit, right? The whole radiator. Look at this. The clip's still in there. You can still see the other piece of it in there. I guess that's the oil leak. Oh, dropped my light. I guess that's the oil leak. That's fucking frustrating. Like someone telling you that you gotta replace your whole, take all of this out, all of the fluids, and then have to purchase a new one, and then have to pay for all the fluids and all the time wasted just to replace this, because they think that that's the problem, and they think that this is where the leak is coming from, when the whole hose wasn't even attached. And then I'm gonna get a freaking bill that says like I need to pay like almost $1,000 just to fix this. That hose was $75. Okay, this is ridiculous. But I'm gonna get the hose out. I just loosened this. This is gonna come right out. Look at, hold on. There's the remnants of the hose right in there. That's just awesome. Hold on, I'll show you. Look, this is the other hose. You can see that one looks okay. Hold on, let me put these just side by side. Shine a light on this. Which one looks like it has a piece of hose in it? Yeah, the bottom one. Look, that was the bottom one. That was the top one. The top one was fine. Bottom one broke off inside. So I'm gonna get back to you when I get under there. I'm gonna take the hose off, and then start putting a new one in. I'll show you how to take off that bottom bolt, and then we'll get to her. Alright, well, I figured out this bolt is actually the exact same size as the bolt on the flat, which is a 13 mil. There we go. Home run, baby. Alright, well, I had to cut them out because the routing wouldn't allow me to pull them out exactly. Hey, it looks like it's different. Yeah, it's a totally different day because my battery ran out when I was filming, so reset today, recharge the whole battery, and get back to her. We're gonna get down in here and remove the skid pan, this front one, because I gotta reroute that. So there's one bolt, there's 4 bolts, one on each corner, right here, there, up there, and over there, sorry, and take those off, and then alright, I got all my bolts out. I got the whole pan. The whole front pan. She's a bit dirty. Used and abused. There's all the bolts. Only 4. And throw the bolts up here. And we're gonna grab my gunk and, you know, gunk the crap out of that. Look at that. Where's my cloth? Oh, there. Woo. I would say do it inside, but my garage is outside almost. I'll get back to you. Alright, so I'm gonna show you how I did this. So when I came in, I threw that longest hose under here, and then you gotta kind of follow the hose and turn until you can get it to slide like this in here, like that. And then these two just plug in there if they'd like to. I gotta twist it a little bit more. Alright, so I got my clips out. It doesn't seem like it's really, like the way this design doesn't matter where the clip sits because they have 3 of the exact same size holes. So I'm gonna throw these in here.
Girl, you know I love you, no matter what you do. And I hope you understand me. Every word I say is true, 'cause I love you. I need you.
Oh, and if you're worried about it leaking, they have O-rings. Alright, so I got the clip. We got this hose in, right? So you just slide it in so you don't see that little lip. And you grab your clip with your pliers. Oh. There we go. Finally. Make sure it's seated all the way. Unlike that, so I'm just gonna it's not coming out now. Then I'll take my my little flange and throw that over, protect it. We're good. The second clip on. Just check it. Yeah, that's good. Throw that sleeve on. We're good. Look at that. And we're done, man. Look at that. Now I'm just gonna pull the oil filter off and dump the rest of the, dump the oil filter, new oil filter, you know, new oil, and then we'll get back.
Say it's true, 'cause I
Alright, I'm back. We're gonna check for leaks, make sure everything's good to go. Fire it up here. So I got it running. Had some plug issues. She's still got a little oil on her, but there's no leaks. There's no leaks there anymore. She's gone. That fixed it totally. Anyways, I hope you enjoy watching, and subscribe.